I know someday we could finally be. I know someday we could finally be. I know someday we could finally be.
Good morning, folks.
Good morning, welcome back to the channel and welcome to our little manor, our little country estate. We've been staying here the last couple of days. Check this out. This is a place where celebrities have stayed, the likes of Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, the Kennedys. We are the first van life celebrities to be staying at this place. So much history here. I'll tell you where we are actually, first of all. We're not in our little bunny farm in Chester anymore. We're looking for somewhere to stay with family. Sarah's sister who's over here. For us it's okay in the van. There's plenty of camping options if a little bit busy. For those guys, they're staying in hotels, so to find somewhere for both of us to stay is very tricky. So we let Sarah's sister take over and she found us this little place. Set in 8 acres. It's like a huge country manor and there's so much history, like royals have stayed here. Crazy to imagine who has slept in this bed behind me. Tom and Nicole, the Kennedys. Well, actually the little bit of gossip about the Kennedys. Little Miss Kennedy, apparently she had a little affair with Lord Harlech, so who knows, they may have been here. Who's in a royal family for about 500 years, I think, passed down through the generations. It dates back 700 years. The first building, which is now the billiards room, dates back 700 years, which is only 100 years, roughly, younger than Harlech Castle, which is where we are. We're just on the outskirts of Harlech. So this incredible manor house where we've been staying passed down through royalty, and then it was one of the most renowned hotels in Wales. And then over the years, unfortunately, they didn't make the business work and they went bankrupt. And then it was left for like 7 years to go into disrepute and ruin. And then these guys, the current owners, have taken it over and sort of revamped it and brought it back to life. Bit of a surprise to be driving down this incredible driveway, hills in the background, you've got sea views one way, you've got mountain views the other way. Just absolutely stunning. Different to our usual park up, and we are the first van lifers to stay here, but they will actually be creating an area for camper vans. This wasn't the usual thing they do. They only actually opened a couple of weeks ago. They were going to have it as a private house, but they thought we'll give it a little trial run, so they opened a couple of weeks ago. Sarah's sister phoned up and said, my sister and her husband have got a camper van. Can they park on the grounds? They were like, oh, we don't normally do this, but yeah, we'll give it a go. So we've just parked here, beautiful view over the gardens. But in the future, they are actually going to have a little spot for camper vans, and then they are going to build little hobbit homes, which will be really cool, in the walled garden. Yeah, there's a couple of walled gardens. There's one walled garden down there which used to be the vegetable patch. That used to have all the vegetables for the whole house. So all the kitchen would get the stuff from there, and then yeah, for the whole house, the royals, the celebrities. Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise ate the apples from the orchard, and then they had the vegetable patch and they also had an orchard, so they're going to just create an area down there. But what an incredible place.
When we arrived, the guys said, oh, just park wherever you want, you know, park on the top lawn or park over there, wherever you fancy the nice view. But we felt a little bit bad just driving the van onto the lawn, so we just parked like kind of in the car park just there where you see us, and it's actually a really nice view there. But I mean, we could have parked here, and look, they've even got electric hookup here. But yeah, it's just been really nice actually, and again, nice and quiet, you know, not loads of tourists here or anything like that.
Yes.
It's just been really nice and so peaceful to wake up just to the sound of the birds and the nature. And these grounds, I mean, you can just see, they're absolutely incredible.
They've got 8 acres, so they've got the 2 wall gardens down there, and it sort of stretches into the woodland.
Now, I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit narrow getting up here, and we'll show you on the way out because we are leaving today. You probably couldn't get any bigger than our van.
So yeah, the hotel is kind of not finished. They've been renovating it for the last like 2 to 3 years, and they're coming to the end of it. They've still got little projects going on. It's not finished, so we've just had pretty much, it seems like the whole place to ourselves. They've got a billiards room, there's a little conservatory next door. They've been so welcoming. They haven't got a restaurant set up here,
Well,
but we brought food in and stuff.
I guess we've had the whole grounds to ourselves,
Yeah.
haven't we? Being the only van lifers, the first ever van lifers to stay here. Yeah, it has been really lovely. And the area where we're at, this, I mean, the whole of Wales is just so lush and green. The drive here from Chester, we basically cut across the whole of Wales, obviously, and lush. I think, you know, obviously with Portugal and Spain being so dry this time of year, and you get up here, I mean, the UK is just absolutely beautiful. Wales is just so beautiful, isn't it? So I think we're now considering buying a little plot of land in the UK.
Oh, I think it might be out of our price range though.
Yeah, can you imagine owning something like this? Oh my goodness, coming here for the summer and then going down there for the winter. So this area, Harlech and the surrounds, again, stunning. It's quite sort of remote, isn't it? There's not loads here. And on the drive down, we drove along by the estuary. Is it called an estuary?
Estuary, yeah. When you leave the town, you go past an estuary, and we looked down the valley where the water sort of flows, winds off. Yesterday morning, we got up really early and went down there to take the dogs for an absolutely stunning walk. So yeah, as nice as it is in these grounds and inland, it is nice to get to the coast and that estuary. The more you say it, the more times you say certain words, the unreal they sound.
It just doesn't sound very nice, does it? Estuary.
Anyway, so glad we got up early and went down there because we didn't make it to the beach again.
And the dogs, of course, absolutely loved it. It's just been a really, really nice, peaceful couple of days, hasn't it?
Yes. And we did actually make it up to Harlech, beautiful little hilltop town, village, and we did walk round the castle. So yeah, Harlot Castle, pretty nice really. The views down the coast are absolutely amazing, aren't they?
It's a nice day out in the castle. I mean, not a day, I suppose a couple of hours of walking round. You can take dogs in there, but the doggies could only stay on the lower floors. So I had to wait with the doggies, and Nick kind of explored the whole castle.
Bit rubbish for Sarah then.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I think it was £10.
£10 each. It's worth going in there. Yeah, you've got the tallest tower You climb up, spiral staircase, get to the top, bit dizzy, nearly fall over the edge, but yeah, worth the walk up.
Yes,
Amazing
just
views.
the views, I think,
Yeah.
alone are kind of worth it, aren't they?
And you can walk all the way around the walls. There's lots of little sections to go into.
They had some birds of prey when we went there.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had the doggies, so I couldn't go that close to them, but that was interesting. Not sure how we feel about birds of prey kind of in captivity, but
Yeah.
stunning to see anyways. And it was a nice day, and then we sort of had a little mooch around Harlech itself. They're very small. It's like a village, and it's very small. It's
like a village. It looks very old. It's got loads of old buildings, loads of nice pubs. Had a cheeky little gin.
And did you tell them already that this manor is only 100 years younger than Harlot Castle? So that's quite crazy. I mean, 700 years old.
700 years old. Built into the rock, built into the cliff. That billiards room is like sort of, built underground. So they said it got quite damp. But when they bought this place, there's lots of leaks and stuff. But yeah, it's so... Yeah. Be nice to come back here in a few years' time. Might be out of our price range then.
Yeah.
And stay in one of the little hobbit homes or just, park the camper van down there.
Yeah. Good little stay.
Yes.
This is actually the wider part at the top, believe it or not. It actually gets narrower than this. Just watch your side, darling, and I'll tell you. You're okay here if you need to go over. Take your time. Oh, this is where it's narrow. Take your time. Because there's actually a stone wall here, so yeah, you're all right. You can go a little bit over this way if you need be. That's it. I think the narrowest part is still to come.
Bit of fun, isn't it?
It actually is better going down, isn't it? When we were coming up, we were really pooping our pants.
See, that's the thing. When you're going somewhere, we were coming up and we're thinking, is this going to get narrower? Is this going to get narrower? The guy, Sarah's sister, they went ahead to make sure there was no cars coming, and there was actually a car coming, and they held the car up so we could get past. But yeah, it's always easy on the way back.
Look at these little properties, little cottages.
It's like something out of a fairy tale, Hansel and Gretel. Can you imagine a little cottage made out of gingerbread just down here?
Just look at this one here. I mean, oh my goodness. That is just absolutely beautiful. Did you guys say something?
Coast is clear, we're at the end. We'll hang here and stop anyone coming up.
Brilliant, thanks guys. Doesn't it almost make you want to put up with the bad weather and move to Wales, darling? Almost. If you look at this little cottage coming up now, look at this place. Slow down. Look at that. Oh, imagine living there. Magical. Definitely easier on the way down.
Definitely. Bore da ffrindiau, dwi'n angen coffi arall. Now, if you didn't understand that and you don't speak Welsh, then that means, good morning friends, I need another coffee. Let me know in the comments how I went with that, with my pronunciation. I have been practicing a little bit with my sister-in-law who's come over from Australia, because she did actually go to a Welsh school when she was younger, but I don't think I've got a chance at all. Ah, mejor, me encanta mi café. Hola mi amigos, necesito otra café. Mi español es mucho mejor, pero no perfecto. Entonces tengo Rosetta Stone. Which brings us neatly onto today's sponsor of the video, which is Rosetta Stone. We have been using Rosetta Stone for the last couple of years now. Obviously, life gets in the way when you're trying to study a language, and what's great about Rosetta Stone is they offer a lifetime subscription. So we've got it for life. We can learn 25 different languages. I think I'll give Welsh a miss. and just stick to my Spanish and maybe a little bit of Portuguese, as we've got the land there now. If you haven't heard of Rosetta Stone, it's an online language learning platform which kind of breaks away from the traditional methods of learning a language. It goes back to basics, how you learn to speak as a small child. So it uses visual and audio cues. So you look at pictures and then associate pictures with words. And it also helps with your pronunciation. They've got a fantastic thing called true accent. So you can't progress further until you get your pronunciation correct. Rosetta Stone is available across all devices, mobile, tablet, desktop, PC. When we've got a spare half an hour, we can just grab ourselves a coffee and continue where we left off. Los adultos vayan. If you're interested in signing up for Rosetta Stone, they have fantastic options for different subscriptions. If you want to get the best deal, click the link in our description and head on over to Rosetta Stone. There's no excuse not to learn a new language. So guys, you're probably wondering where we ended up. Sarah's been out sorting out final sort of arrangements for the funeral and stuff, but we did manage to find this lovely little park up. It's called Netherwood Caravan Touring Park, I think, and it's just on the outskirts of Chester. A really nice place, really good access to the city. I think there's like 15 vans here. Lovely sort of lawn area, similar to the country house but a little bit smaller. Actually not similar at all. Yeah, lovely lawn area, little toilets, hot shower, lovely facilities, really nice grounds, 3 or 4 pubs within walking distance. And the best part about it is you've got fantastic access to the canal and the walk into Chester. Just walk through here, I won't show you the combination. Come here and you're on the canal. Probably wouldn't go swimming in it, wouldn't recommend it, and I probably wouldn't go on the supboards either because you've got the risk of falling in. But yeah, beautiful walk, and you can walk along here for an hour and you get straight into the city of Chester. So brilliant access, quite close to the city but quite peaceful. Really nice caretaker here, groundsman, very friendly, very welcoming. The supermarkets are close by, and yeah, really nice to spend a few days here while organising the sort of final arrangements for the funeral, as I mentioned before. And fairly lucky with the weather. Blue skies, half and half really. It's got a little bit chilly today and it's been raining a little bit, but yeah, can't complain. Here he is, our little home from home. How are we all? How's the babies? Very cosy. They're happy in the van. Charlie loves the UK. Nice temperatures for him. It's a far cry from our little village and the little plot of land we've got in Portugal, isn't it? It has been nice actually to escape the 40-degree temperatures. Moaning a little bit about the weather, but yeah, it is nice to be away from that and to see green grass everywhere and all these variety of trees. And like driving through Wales is just incredible. Like the scenery is amazing, and yeah, a lot different from Spain and Portugal. Good morning guys, or good afternoon, or good evening. What time is it? I haven't got a clue what day it is.
It's afternoon. We only have a few hours left before this video goes live.
Starting to a habit this, isn't it?
We've been editing the new video this morning in this lovely location, which is very peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Very lovely. And it's actually the car park to a spa hotel.
Rowton Hall.
Rowton Hall, just on the outskirts of Chester.
And only about 500 metres or something away from the park that we had by the canal.
Oh yes, from the campsite. So yeah, a great little spot, and we're here because we actually spent the night in the car park last night, and then the day before was actually the day of Lisa's funeral. So everything went well and nice for Lisa.
We did her proud.
Yeah.
Did her proud.
And so we actually stayed in the hotel on that day. Was that the day before yesterday? I'm getting those days right.
Well, it's been a crazy few days, crazy month, I think, really.
About a month, hasn't it been? Yeah, since we sort of made the mad dash back to the UK kind of thing. So yeah. So here we are in the car park. This place has got beautiful gardens.
Amazing.
Really
Amazing,
lovely
yeah.
to have a nice walk around with the dogs, just hear the birds singing and the rustling of the trees because it has been a bit windy and things.
It's a lovely old building. Those are little sections and stuff, and yeah, beautiful grounds, gardens you can walk through, the flowers. It's been quite peaceful considering we're so close to the city centre, and it's been nice for the family, Sarah and her sister who's over from Australia, to spend time together after the funeral and stuff.
Yeah. So, we were just looking at the laptop because we've been editing the video today, and we haven't included in the vlog yet. We actually went to Anglesey.
You know why we didn't include it? Because it's a blooming disaster, wasn't it?
We only went there for about an hour. And some of the footage we filmed, the mic wasn't switched on, so we couldn't use. But it was still an hour we went there for.
It's an hour.
So we'll take you back. Well, it's not an hour of footage, but we'll take you back there to Anglesey now, and then we'll see you in a minute. And here we go. We are just crossing the Menai Bridge. I think it's called. Is it Menai Bridge? Yes.
One of Menai, is it?
I don't know, but it's one of many. It's the bridge that takes us over to the Isle of Anglesey. Pretty cool view.
Just need the sun to come out so the water goes that lovely blue turquoise colour.
Right, concentrate now, darling.
600 yards to go, whatever that means.
Drive on the left, drive on the left. Yeah, so this is kind of what happens when you do the windy roads in Wales. This is actually the worst we've had, right? As in, generally, things haven't fallen as bad. If the dogs had eaten their biscuits this morning, we wouldn't have dog biscuits all over the floor. And if Nick put his little fan tray, laptop tray away properly, we wouldn't have that on the floor.
I think there's 2 trays on the floor.
If Nick didn't put both trays away properly, we would have had those on the floor. And our little mini TV. Anyway, we've come to Anglesey and it's just crazy traffic. Oh, by the way, I have just looked at the maps and that wasn't the Menai Bridge.
The Menai.
That was the Brittany Bridge. So we're going to cross the Menai Bridge when we go back, and I think we're going back quite soon because there's no parking. We couldn't get in the same car park as our family members because obviously we've got a van and it was like a height limit of 2 meters in the car park. There was no other car park down on the beachfront. It was really quite busy, so we've just come up to the top. So now we're going to go and meet our family for a quick drink, and then we're just going to leave and continue on back towards Chester.
See, this is why we couldn't get any accommodation in Anglesey, because it's really busy everywhere, very tricky to park. The busy car park, a woman just snuck into a space before us and said, "Ha ha, this is ours."
Yeah, and you know
Childish.
No, what happened was, I mean, it was actually our spot because they'd gone past it, and then they just reversed, almost backed into us, made us reverse, stuck our head out the window, ha ha, this is ours.
Rude. Ford Transit driver.
Rude.
Ford Transit drivers, don't trust them.
Yeah, so anyways,
Yeah. So that was a bit of a waste of time coming here. It's a shame. So we're just going to go and see family for a quick drink, and then we're going
head
to
off because we've still got a bit of a drive back to Chester.
We will be coming back here though, because the beach looks lovely. A little bit busy. Not as busy as we thought, but you can't take dogs on there.
Yeah, out of season it'll be nice to explore a bit further if we can handle the weather. So.
Right then, let's
go.
make it my driving proof and then head off.
I think it's not a very good time to visit August at the weekend in Anglesey. I think we just mentioned in that clip we did actually try to find accommodation in Anglesey. That was the original plan, to go for the weekend, and there wasn't one any accommodation whatsoever available. We even phoned around quite a few campsites and things, and they were sort of full up as well. So, but we will be back because it does look beautiful, and it would be nice to explore a little bit out of season.
Yeah, the beaches look beautiful. The colour of the water was really
so
nice.
If any of you guys have got like any recommendations, I was going to say, but I guess you could probably go there and see the whole place because it's not very big, is it?
No.
It's just one island. So yes, so what are our plans now, darling, moving forward in the UK?
Well, we haven't really thought past. We've just been taking every day as it comes. We don't plan anything. If you've been following us, you kind of know that. And on this trip, being back here, it's just been day to day, trying to find accommodation, trying to find somewhere where we can all go and stuff and spend time together, be together with Sarah's sister.
Yeah.
But they fly back in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then kind of that's it. What we were like, whoa, what happens now?
I know, we've spent so much time together, haven't we, over the last 3 weeks, has it been? So it's kind of going back to like van life. Well, we've been living in the van.
First of all, I have to go and see my folks.
Of
My
course,
parents
yes.
did
And
come
your
to the
family.
funeral, which was really nice to show their support. So I saw my mum and dad then. But yeah, I'll need to go and see my family.
And everyone there
Spend
for
a bit
while.
of time there, and then we will resume our normal programme, which I'm not sure what that is anymore. We've just done a van build, we just bought land.
So
It's
a bit of everything.
Gosh,
It's a
we're out of practice, aren't we?
lifestyle channel, isn't it?
Yeah, so
sharing the ups and the downs, I guess. It's just, but yeah, we are looking forward to seeing some places that we've not been to here in the UK. It's so different being here in the summer compared to what we've done over the last couple of years. We came to the UK, we came to the UK in winter. You've been following along, 2 years on the trot, actually, didn't we?
good thing about the summer is it's just not mud everywhere constantly.
Yeah, and it is mild. Like, we've only had the heater on, the diesel heater on once in the last 3 weeks, which is pretty good. And you can see now I'm wearing a t-shirt, so it's a lot different, and it's so much better for van life, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
we are kind of waiting, so we're going to spend time with my family while the kids are still on holidays, and then once they go back to school, then hopefully it should be less busy and we can do a bit of exploring and
see some of the beautiful places that the UK has to offer that we haven't been to before. So yeah, again, if you guys have any recommendations where you think it'll be really good for us to explore and where you'd like to see us take you to in the van, then that would be awesome. Just leave them in the comments and we'll go through and
see what we can. We are looking forward to sort of getting back to some sort of normality and just being in. I mean, we've only not spent 2 nights in the van, so we've been spending most nights in the van. We've been very lucky with campsites, but we are looking forward to sort of
doing
getting on the road and wild camping and
that kind of thing,
and cooking more in the van and stuff, because we've been with family, we've been eating out and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it'll be nice. I mean, the van's been brilliant, hasn't it, so far, and yeah, it has been lovely to have the extra space. Little old Vinster, our little trooper, who's over there with our friends in Portugal, he was a great little van, and we love him and we'll always love little old Vinster, but having this space, I mean, look, it is kind of like
changer.
It's a game changer
luxury
for us, isn't it? So anyway, we're going to end the vlog now. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. We feel like we got some lovely drone shots and things, and
thanks for supporting us. Thanks for all the lovely messages again.
Thank you so much for all the kind words. We're still getting through those messages. We will continue to read them. We really appreciate you guys. And we follow us for daily updates. Hopefully we can start building on the daily updates again on our other socials, on Facebook and Instagram and the others. And yeah, we'll see you all next Thursday.
Yeah, take care guys. See you next week.